Hello, this is the web page from the link that's in the email, but I wanted to go ahead and point out how to get to those practice online tests. It is a great thing for students to do to prepare for the STAAR test. So at the top, you would click on Students and Family. Then you would scroll down and go to the practice test login. You would just do it as a guest, so there's nothing needed here. So you just click sign in. You select 8th grade, and then you can do this right here, practice the STAAR redesign practice test, new items, STAAR released and practice test. So this actually, I'll show you real quick, is previous years. There's the 2022, but then you can see there's other years too. And of course we have math, science, social studies. All the things are there and reading. So I'm gonna go back. So what I want to do is just make sure you understand how to use the tools as well. So I recommend that you do a couple for each of your subjects because you do have 4 STAAR tests this year. So please make sure you take the time to practice so you are ready. So we're going to go into math because if you didn't know, this is Miss Horton, so I wanted to show math. So you've got these things that can be turned on and off. Only, you should know as a student if you have this accommodation. So if you don't have these accommodations, leave them off. This can be done for any student. You can change the zoom. The calculator is the graphing calculator that you've been issued. So I will tell you that the sites will have limited handheld ones. You are allowed to bring your own from to the testing site. They will have to clear out the memory, which is not a big deal. But there is one on the computer. So if you practice and get comfortable with it, I would just use that one. But if you like the other one, that's fine. Bring it. All right. So you've got these settings, and once you're ready, then you just go ahead and click select, and then begin test now. So we're not actually going to do problems. From here, I want to show you the tools. Let me just move this over a little bit. So right here at the top, it says reference. So that's the reference chart. So if you're working on a problem, you have to find the volume, then open that up, scroll down, and then you can see what the formulas are. Write it down on your scratch paper. If they did not give you scratch paper at the testing site, you need to ask for scratch paper and a pencil. Again, these reference charts are going to be limited at the site, so I want to make sure you know how to find it on this test because you need to use this. These are all those formulas that we've gone over throughout the year. So then you can minimize it, you can close it. So make sure you use that. Here's your calculator. It gives you a choice, whatever, if you're comfortable with Desmos. I know we haven't done that in class, but some of the teachers have. But here's your calculator. Same key functions. You've got your second button. Remember, you want to use that to do the square root because there it is. Anything that's in blue will need this second function key. There's that pi key. Remember, you'll want to use that pi key on those problems that are free response where it doesn't tell you to use 3.14. So if it doesn't tell you to use 3.14, use that pi key. All right, next thing is a notepad. So if you wanted to work out problems, take notes, I would say it's probably for ELA, maybe your thoughts for writing, something like that. So, again, it's important to use that scratch paper for math. Here is graph. So probably should have got a problem where you can, let me see if it'll come up with a graph. But that graph paper, here we go. So graph paper, let's just say on this, it was something where you had to plot the points. Then you can put that on there and it makes it easier for you to plot. Then it can draw the line. You can reset it, add a point. So if I add a point, and then I add another point, and I connect the line. So that's if you had to graph it. So very easy to use. If it didn't turn out in the right place, just reset it before you submit it and do it again. And this is actually, you're brave enough to freehand it, but let me reset it. So this is a scatter plot. You may have to, I didn't even read the problem, but you may have to um, do the trend line. So you could just put a point, add a point, kind of put one where it lines up with these other ones, and then connect those together to get a trend line. And then if you look at it and go, that's not that great, then you can reset it. So the other thing is this transparency. So you can make it where it covers up the whole thing. You can go out with it, and it still allows you, like, since this is there, you may like it better like that. Then you can just draw, put a point, put another point. I'm really going to be off on that. Connect those. Yeah. So anyway, just play around with it when you do these practice tests. And you can also make it bigger. Ooh, what, I don't even know how to. Okay, there it is. Like I lost it. And then close it. Line reader. So that just kind of highlights a line at a time if that helps you see it better. Y'all, reading is important for math too, for any of the subjects. You've got to read things carefully and make sure you understand what you're supposed to do. So please, here's the zoom in and or zoom out, zoom in. So you want to, um, there it goes. So, all right, if you have questions or need help with anything, please reach out to me.